quick look at all the ingredients that you will need, all of which will be linked in the description below. This is actually buttermilk. I made this because I didn't have buttermilk. So if you don't have buttermilk, all you can do is just add yogurt to full cream milk and buttermilk. Voila! Add the walnuts in the oven. We have to grate a 1 pound of carrots. So here we go. So we're going to start off by toasting 1 cup of walnuts. Well, it should be 1 cup. Probably it's less than 1 cup, but this is all the walnuts that we have. This is exactly what we're going for. Look at how creamy and fluffy this is. So now we're going to slowly begin adding in the oil, and when I say slowly, slowly. So this is looking nice and creamy, if only you guys could see it. So now we're going to incorporate our dry ingredients into this mixture. Okay, so we're now going to incorporate our dry ingredients into our flour. So we're just going to scoop this all out into our flour here and give this a nice mix. Smells so nice. So the art of doing this is to add some flour, then some carrot, add some flour, then some carrot, and occasionally add in our buttermilk. So are you ready for this? I'm going to add our toasted walnuts to the mixture. Now honestly, I've been eating these walnuts, so I know now we definitely do not have a cup of this. Actually trying to make a 2-layered cake, but I only have 1 pan, so we'll have to wait till this finish bakes, wash it, and then put the other one in. Look the price you pay for 2-layered when you only have 1 pan. So we're just going to put half this mixture in. Actually this could make 3 tiers, but we're only going to do 2 because who wants to repeat washing and greasing this pan 3 times? Although we should really make 3 layers. Okay, we'll make 3 layers. That way it will bake faster, in my honest opinion. So we're going to add this into the oven now, and we're going to leave it there for 20 minutes. I honestly think I'm still putting too much mixture in. Oh. Just gonna top this with some nuts. Why? Because it looks cool. Yeah. So while deciding to wait for these cakes to come out the oven, I was like, one of these trays will give a circle and then the other edges could just come together in the middle. So we're no longer going to wait for all the cakes to bake in the 1 pan. We're going to grease this and add all the rest of the mixture to this, and hopefully this plan works. If not, whatever. In the meanwhile, we're going to make some cream cheese icing. Now honestly, it says room temperature. I feel like this cream cheese is at room temperature. Look, it ought to be at room temperature. So we have our whisk, we have our container. We're going to add our cream cheese. This one was already made, but it's clearly too runny. As you can see, it's a bit runny, the consistency. So we're just going to use this and add some more cream cheese to it to just thicken it up, because yeah, that's all we really need to do. So we're going to just add this and then have some cream cheese icing to top this carrot cake off with. This is an epic failure. This cheese was definitely not at room temperature. We're just going to leave this to sit a bit because it's going to be quite difficult to mix this in to get a consistency that we need. Meanwhile, I'm just going to use some crackers and scrape off the cream cheese. Like this becomes room temperature. I mean, we have to like take out 3 cakes, so by the time the cake is cool and finished, it should definitely be at room temperature. In the meanwhile, we're just going to enjoy our crackers with our cream cheese and call it a night. Cream cheese icing is coming together. Still not 100, but it's coming together. As you can see from before, it's much better off now. Now let's talk about the part of cooking that I absolutely hate, and that is doing the dishes. I have seriously considered getting a companion just so that they can do the dishes. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's get started with this because there's no companion. It's just me, myself, and I. So this actually turned out much better than anticipated. Seeing that the oh my god, this type needs to turn off. Seeing that the cakes are gonna be cooling overnight, we're just gonna pop this in the fridge so that it can get nice and firm. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Oops. Something tells me that this should actually cool before trying to possibly make it into a cake. And since it's now 4:35 a.m., I definitely think we should just probably go sleep and leave this to cool. You can see I did not go to sleep. It is still the same day. Let us see. Oh my god, this might not work. Okay, so we've made a mark. My other plan is to cut around. This is an epic failure. We might not actually end up with 2 layers of cake, but 1. Let's see how this actually goes. Okay, this is really not a cute victory, but a victory nonetheless. So let's just ice on this and see how it goes. Okay, so what did we learn from making this? Well, we learned that you should have just used the pan 3 times. Anyways, the top of this cake is so beautiful. The side, on the other hand, needs work. So we had to trim the cake. But honestly, I'm so proud with how this came out. And guys, oh my gosh, this tastes so good. Anyways, it have to look rustic because that's how they know it was homemade. It can't look too perfect. This, guys, I hope you guys try this recipe. It's so amazing. Oh my god, it's so good.